137 million people around the world living with
diabetes.
2,000 children are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Did you know that 1 in 9 adults is already diabetic and millions more live with insulin resistance without knowing it? Well, 1 in 9 Americans also like pineapple on pizza. Honestly, I don't know which is more concerning. Pills and injections from Ozempic to tirzepatide have gone viral. But what if you could reverse insulin resistance before you need expensive meds with a scary list of side effects? By the end of this video, you'll know what insulin resistance is, how dangerous it can be, and what to do about it. Spoiler: it's linked to 31 different diseases, not just type 2 diabetes. So get comfortable, skip the popcorn, and let's dive in. Let's do an imagination exercise. You're cranky at work, a colleague tosses you a chocolate bar and says, "Eat this, you're not you when you're hungry." Great ad, by the way. Being an understanding colleague, you eat the bar. Digestion starts in your mouth, then moves to the stomach, then the small intestine. By the time it hits the small intestine, that bar is mostly glucose, plus a little fructose, if we're being nerdy. That glucose seeps into the bloodstream. What happens next? Blood sugar starts to rise. The pancreas enters the scene, which senses the spike and releases insulin. Insulin grabs the glucose and ferries it into your cells, where it's burned for energy, stored as fat, or stashed as glycogen in muscle and liver. That's the normal routine, but when you're insulin resistant, the pancreas has to pump out more and more insulin to move the same glucose load. The higher the resistance, the higher the insulin flood. Why does insulin resistance matter? You can't just say, "Fine, let the pancreas work overtime." Sadly, it's not that simple. Insulin resistance drags along a long list of symptoms and raises the risk of many other diseases. If you're insulin resistant, you might notice difficulty to lose weight and unexplained belly fat, crushing fatigue, especially after meals, intense cravings and hunger spikes, brain fog and poor focus, dark velvety skin patches on neck and armpits, frequent urination, excessive thirst, bloating, mood swings like irritability, anxiety, slow wound healing, tingling or numb feet. Women have irregular periods, acne, and men, low libido, erectile dysfunction. Guys, be honest, if I'd opened with insulin resistance causes erectile dysfunction, you'd skip the rest and take this seriously. So these are the symptoms. You don't have to experience all of them. I could be lazy and say it's a factor in almost everything. But because we do well-documented videos, if nobody praises us, we'll praise ourselves. Here's the on-screen list of all medical conditions insulin resistance helps fuel. Sadly, the list is long. That's why insulin resistance is so common. Visceral fat, the deep belly fat around organs, sedentary lifestyle, ultra-processed foods, too little sleep, under 6 hours per night, chronic stress, genetics, hormone imbalances, medications, endocrine-disrupting pollutants, plastics, pesticides, smoking, heavy alcohol use, yes, bad for you, couldn't resist, gut microbiome imbalance. But 80% of cases stem from the first 6 factors. Forgot them already? They're on screen now. You're welcome. Good news, the labs aren't exotic or pricey. HOMA IR It uses fasting glucose and insulin. Cheap, under 20 euros in many labs, and is the gold standard screening marker for insulin resistance. Remember, ask for HOMA-IR. Bonus, lipid profile, cholesterol plus triglycerides to see if insulin resistance is affecting fat metabolism. HbA1c for your 3-month glucose average won't be skewed by one bad meal. The first step starts with nutrition. Ditch ultra-processed foods. Eat 2 to 3 main meals, ideally 0 snacks. Load up on fresh food, fruit, veg, lean meats, nuts, olive oil, beans, chickpeas, and peas. Skip sweets, chips, sugary drinks. Create a mild calorie deficit. Eat below maintenance to lose fat. Try intermittent fasting. Squeeze food into an 8-hour window. For example, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pick a schedule that fits you. Bonus, a very low-carb diet gives the fastest drop in insulin resistance. Number 2, training. Any form of exercise will improve insulin sensitivity. A 2025 study of 140,000 adults found that just 2 training days per week cut type 2 diabetes risk by 44%. Whether it's cardio, cycling, jogging, swimming, or weight training, it's a step forward. Every form of exercise counts. Number 3, sleep and stress. Easier said than done. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. 1 extra hour can slash insulin resistance and curb nighttime hunger. Stress? You can't dodge it, but you can manage it. Breathing drills, nature walks, calming rituals. Chronic stress wrecks metabolism. Please don't ignore it. Try to respond better to it. Number 4, supplements. Plenty promise the moon. Few deliver. For insulin resistance, berberine is the star. Studies show a 0.5 to 1.5 point drop in HOMA. Mild benefits also appear with magnesium, citrate, or bisglycinate, and vitamin D. Both bring extra perks, so they're worth considering even if their direct impact on insulin resistance is modest. Conclusion. Insulin resistance is really a wake-up call. Check your HOMA, change your diet, use your body for more than transporting your head to meetings, and you'll feel better, look better, and guaranteed your blood work will thank you. Got a burning question about whether shawarma is healthy? Luck's on your side. We've got a video that will satisfy that curiosity. We are Sekhmet Education, on a mission to build a healthier, better informed world.